I haven't done a Fearless gear review in quite a while, but I think it's time I brought something to your attention. I do live streams, or at least I've attempted to do live streams every Monday for the last couple of years, and it's genuinely a lot of fun. However, one thing keeps getting in the way. That is the Elgato Camlink 4K. Simply put, in my opinion, after using one for the last 5 years, it is a rampaging pile of dog. Now, in case that opening line was maybe just a little too subtle for the drummers out there, I'm not exactly happy this morning. And let me show you what's going on here. So I've got this amazing setup here. I've got this wonderful 52-inch OLED screen. I've got my wonderful Sony a7 IV over here. That's what I do my live stream with. You know, I got my lights up here. I got my fill light over here. This thing's on this great big arm. It works out pretty well because you can move it out of the way when you're done shooting. You know, I got my voiceover mic here, but let me explain to you the problem. This is the Elgato Camlink 4K. That's connected to my a7 IV over here, comes down here, and goes into my Mac Studio. However, it's just a tiny bit unreliable. I mean, you guys have seen it on stream after stream after stream. I'm just working away doing my thing and it just up and dies for no good reason. And I've basically got to unplug it and get it going again. And this is the thing you never see behind the scenes when I'm doing a stream is how long it takes me to get the damn thing running in the first place. I mean, I've got OBS up here. I'm running audio hijack for my audio because Mac audio can be a little bit weird when it comes to live streaming. The only problem is I try getting the Camlink going and it's a bit of a crapshoot. So, you know, I'll pull up my properties for video capture device. Weird thing is I can get my iPhone camera working like no problem. Like, look at that. Hey, this is Glenn. Welcome to the Merciless Metal Mix Reviews, you know, that kind of thing. And it does the thing. This is no problem. Hey, check it out. We're just like doing the Inception thing now all of a sudden. And it works great. But I go back over to Camlink and guess what? It says, fuck you, Glenn. I mean, like, Elgato, who the hell are you getting to build these chips? Acer? Like, this sucks. This absolutely sucks. So this is why I'm not streaming, and it's just been a giant pain in the ass. So the thing is, I really didn't even want to make this video this morning. I wanted to do a stream. I wanted to jump on a stream and, you know, do that because it's a lot of fun. I really do enjoy it. And occasionally we do find some really cool music. Definitely a needle in a haystack at this point, but we do find some good music every now and then, and it's always great to discover new artists and that kind of shit. And the thing is, I want to do 30 videos in 30 days in November, and I'm off to kind of a late start because this weekend was Buffer Festival up in Toronto. It was a lot of fun. Got to shake hands with a lot of people and whatnot, and make some new friends and that kind of thing. We might see some guests coming on the show. It's kind of a YouTube film festival kind of thing. It's a lot of fun. Definitely recommend checking it out. Okay, anyway, so here's the problem I've got is I use a lot of different cameras and I've used them over the years, but most of them can't do 24 frames a second if you USB tether them. I mean, like the a7 IV I'm using over there, brilliant camera, absolutely beautiful, does 15 frames a second. So you can't really stream with it. The great thing is though, it doesn't overheat. So I've been using the Elgato Camlink and it just fucking sucks. So it's not reliable. It just plain sucks and blows at the same time. So I thought I'd try something else. I got one of these last year. And this is the Sony ZV-E1. This is kind of like their vlogging camera. And this is pretty freaking cool. Only problem is it overheats after about 20 minutes during a streaming session. So that's no fucking good. Like they put a USB-C port on it for streaming and it does it. And it does it really well. The only problem is your stream better not be longer than 20 minutes because it will shut down on you because this piece of shit overheats. It's great, but it's got no stamina whatsoever. Needless to say, I don't use the ZV-E1. Wow, that's just so easy to pronounce, Sony. That much these days, honestly, I'm probably looking to get rid of it because it's just not right for in here in the studio. I thought it'd be cool as a vlogging camera. Then I got this. This is the DJI Pocket 3. I also tried streaming with this. It's great, but the battery won't last like 2-3 hours, however long my streams last. So that's no good either. Now, in case you guys are wondering, Glenn, what the hell are you doing? Why the hell are you talking about cameras? I want to talk about guitar gear. Well, I do got some cool stuff coming up here. I mean, like, we'll just pan around here. You guys get to see a little bit behind the scenes what's going on. This is the Uva Lulis signature tube amp from Tube Workshop in Germany. That's going to be coming out really soon. That's basically a super hot rodded JCM 800. That's going to be awesome. I got a Flock Audio patch. That's a programmable patch bay. That's going to be really cool. Got another Schecter sitting over here. Got no idea what the hell that is. Going to be looking at some Heritage Audio 500 series stuff. Oh, that's a custom snake in this shopping bag that I built out of network cables. We're going to be taking a look at some more Cat 5 audio. Nutric just sent me some of their new connectors as well. And check this out. This is really freaking cool. This is the new Custom V from Vicious Guitars in Toronto. I just picked that up the other day. I'm really excited about that one, and here's the thing, Vicious nearly got put out of business by Gibson. There's a whole story there. Do me a favor, hit the subscribe button, and I'm gonna tell you all about it, and I'm gonna show you one of the most badass custom unique Vs you've ever seen in your entire life. It's gonna be an amazing episode, don't miss it. Now, of course, a lot of you guys are probably gonna sit there and go, hey Glenn, what's the big deal? You know, just use Blackmagic, that'll do the trick. And you would be right to a point. I've even got some of their stuff. I've literally got the ATM Mini Pro ISO down here, and I do use that occasionally for some stuff, but the problem is it's only in 1080, and that's Blackmagic's dirty little secret. Besides their absolute garbage fucking autofocus, which makes it completely impractical to shoot YouTube with a Blackmagic camera, and all the controls are on the back of the screen where you can't touch anything like that. Yeah, believe me, I've tried. If you want to do any kind of self-produced video stuff, don't use Blackmagic. It's just going to be more trouble than it's worth. Take it from a guy who's been doing YouTube for 10 years. And I regularly yell at the Blackmagic guys at every event I see them at. Where the fuck is your autofocus, guys? The problem with the ATEM is it's only 1080. And here's the thing, they never tell you about the Blackmagic cameras. The HDMI ports on those cameras are only 1080. Now, if you watch Casey over at Camera Conspiracies, great show, by the way, I definitely recommend checking him out. He's always talking about the Canon cripple hammer. Well, there's also the much less well-known little brother called the Blackmagic cripple hammer, and that goes and crippled all the HDMI outputs. And it's not like you can't do 4K over HDMI. Once again, my A7 IV, 4K HDMI. Hell, even my A7S Mark I did 4K over HDMI, and that camera is about 10 years old. So Blackmagic, you got some splaining to do when it comes to 4K over HDMI. And that's why I'm not running Blackmagic cameras in here. No 4K HDMI, and yeah, just absolute fucking garbage autofocus. Fuck that, I've got better things to do with my life. That's why I switched over to Sony, because the autofocus fucking rips. Only problem is, the only thing they've got capable of streaming can't do it for very long. So I'm kind of at my wit's end. Maybe you guys can help me out a bit. So I made some notes here, and I just want to ask you guys, maybe you can give me some suggestions that don't involve buying any kind of Elgato product. So here's what I want in a camera for streaming. I'm looking for something that does 4K over USB with good autofocus, good colors, and doesn't fucking overheat in the middle of a stream. And doesn't die in the middle of the stream. Those are, yeah, I know that seems like mission impossible these days, but here we are. That's what I want. What I really, really want. And the thing is, I've been looking for an alternative to the Elgato Camlink 4K, and I haven't had much luck, because if you go on Amazon, it'll say, oh, 4K capture device, 4K capture device, but they all output at 1080. It's really deceptive, and it's really confusing, and it absolutely fucking sucks. So what I'm asking you as the user base is, please give me some suggestions as to what I should be looking for. Right now, I'm thinking the only viable solution might be like a Panasonic S5 2X or something like that, but that's like $2 grand. If anybody's got some better suggestions, I am all ears. I love hearing from you guys. I love hearing from your suggestions, because you guys have helped make this show happen for so long, for so many years now, because you've got great ideas. All right, I'm gonna see what I can do today to try and piece this together and hopefully put a stream out tonight. I don't know if that's gonna happen or not. I might have to order something. I might not get to stream for another week or two. We'll see. In the meantime, I am gonna try and do 30 videos in 30 days. So do me a favor, hit the subscribe button. Like I said, I got a lot of cool stuff I wanna show you, especially that super amazing custom V from Vicious Guitars from Toronto. Hit the subscribe button. I'm going to tell you all about why Gibson tried to put them out of business. It's going to be a hell of a video. You guys are definitely not going to want to miss that. And of course, tomorrow I've got something really cool coming up. It's going to be all the really worst recording advice I've gotten over the last 20 years, things that just set me back for months and even years at a time. And if you're at home struggling with, well, hey, why isn't this working? It's probably something you're not going to want to miss either, because it's got real practical advice on shit to avoid. Anyway, hope to see you there. Thanks for watching. I'll see you guys next time.